My mind stopped. They can't stop. My IQ dropped. I live for... My mind stopped. They can't stop.
One sip of fruit punch shakes the August blends and qualm clean works only
occasionally.
Or maybe Angeles high.
Those seems to
Record the purr.
That it is vital you always look.
You love your makeup to be perfect for them before they stick their fake twitching in your face. You love to flutter your pretty mascara cover.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, and today's fucked up, disturbing topic is Sissy Hypnosis. I don't know if you guys have ever come across this stuff on your porno adventures. I know I have, but I didn't realize how creepy, evil, and sinister this shit really is. It's basically gay conversion therapy for straight guys, turning them transgendered. Yeah, it's some pretty dark stuff, so let's get into it. Sissy Hypno is a subgenre of porn where images of hot women are utilized to turn on the target audience, and then quickly, after a frame or two is shown, of an erect dick, usually ejaculating, as well as words flashing up on the screen saying things like suck, eating, tastes good, wear panties, you need to get on your knees for a man, and phrases that serve to temporarily alter the viewer's sexual tastes and make them think they're actually female in the male body. This practice is known as rewriting. However, it's apparently fully reversible once the viewer lays off fapping and watching this type of porn. Sissy Hypno can be very powerful, and that for some it can alter the perception of women. So instead of getting sexually aroused when they see an attractive female and therefore wanting to have sex with them, instead they feel that they are them. Viewing this kind of porn where a man is having sex with a woman, and the sissy will take on the role of the female in their mind and will fantasize they're the woman in the video. Some sissies eventually get reprogrammed into acting out this implanted fantasy in reality. Some sissies go the whole way and start taking female hormones, while others are happy just to dress up in panties and stick objects up their butts while wearing some form of chastity device. Truly nightmarish. These videos use a creepy robotic voice repeating subliminal messages. It sounds scary, sinister, and is pretty disorienting. Binaural beats are also used in these videos. Binaural beats is an auditory illusion perceived by the brain when two slightly different frequencies of sound are played into each ear. Our brain perceives the volume to pulse at a fixed rate. Some researchers say you can change the way you feel by listening to binaural beats. These long hypnosis videos, combined with encouraged drug usage with such drugs as poppers, can create quite the unhealthy addiction. Popper is a slang term given broadly to the chemical class alkene nitrates that are inhaled for recreational drug purposes, typically for the high or the rush that the drug can create. Popper use has a relaxation effect on involuntary smooth muscles such as those in the throat and anus. See where I'm going with this? These hypnosis videos actively encourage the watchers to use these drugs while viewing the video for a heightened effect, which is some pretty shit advice. The comments under these videos are always sissies repeating the hypnotic phrases they're told to repeat in the video, or sissies saying that they wish they can stop but they keep coming back for more. There are several threads on NoFap and Reddit forums asking for advice on how to quit sissy porn. The amount of people who suffer with this addiction is unknown. There have also been anti-sissy videos made in the hopes to fix the damage that sissy porn has done to people's brains. Anyway, I decided to go do some research on some NoFap sites to see what people were saying about this sort of stuff, and this is what I found. Mikey Niner from NoFap.com said this: "Hello all, I've done a great deal of research that I would like to share with you all. Having suffered from what I'm about to discuss, I desire to learn more about it. Here's what I found. The interesting thing about this particular genre is, with of course a few exceptions, that its origin is very discreet. Very little, literally none of the content in this genre is created by an identifiable adult entertainment company. It seems to be created by any random or any given person. Now, of course this alone doesn't imply anything heinous, though when you examine the content and the messages being sent through this genre, it's rather concerning. Of course, there's the obvious degrading, humiliation, subservient messages that it sends, but there's far more to it. Many of the sissy hypnosis videos consist of the same radical therapies that were once used and now illegal to cure homosexuality. They consist of a rapid bombardment of images that are often laced with suggestive texts, sometimes unseen unless studied with care, as well as having the trans voice. Even more, many of them contain 1, 2, or even 3 subliminal voices which the viewer is unaware of and receives the suggestions being said with even greater force. In relation to the aforementioned and now illegal homosexual hypnotherapy, it was barred because it produced profoundly negative emotional effects, depression, self-loathing, identity crisis, etc. After reading many of the stories given by gentlemen here, it appears that many of them felt similar results after viewing the sissy hypnosis. This is because both of them function on the same premise, possessing the same goal, to change or direct sexual behavior and desires. This can absolutely be achieved through conditioning and continual use. What causes the negative pushback is the viewer's mental and emotional convictions. If a straight man suddenly finds himself being aroused by becoming transgendered or being with another man, his mind wants to reject the stimulus he is feeling. The stimulus is simply not natural and repulsive to his mind, but the stimulus felt is the product and result of the triggers derived and implanted from the hypnosis. He has no way of controlling it. A creator whom is entirely anonymous, a creator whom is versed in the study and production of hypnosis. Those disclaimers at the start of the videos are not fallacious. They are mandated by law when hypnotherapy is being used, required depending on the intensity level of the therapy. These are not frivolous fetish videos. If the viewer is totally compliant and acceptant of the subliminal suggestions, they can create new neurological paths over time and reinforcement. The results of viewing the videos can result in legitimate emotional atrophy. This can be seen in the recorded results of such therapies being used on homosexuals in the past, as well as from my own experiences and others on this website. Obviously, the straight therapy was forced upon these people for long periods of time, but in any respect, the results are ultimately the same. It is utterly disturbing that these videos have no origin. Producing one of the higher quality hour-long Sissy Hypno videos can take months. It also requires a fair amount of technology and knowledge in using thereof. I can't escape the feeling that there's something going on behind closed doors. These aren't casual sunshine and dandelion porn videos created to entertain. Rather, they're created to pervert, distort, and alter the mind of the viewer. Although, perhaps to the creators, that is the entertainment. The Mad Fapper had this to say. It's really hard to keep a scary ambiance when a guy's name is the Mad Fapper. Anyway, the Fine Dom / Femdom Hypno follows the same script and often sneaks in sissy / feminization stuff, and it progresses to sissy / feminization. It's essentially about destroying the listener / viewer by them doing self-harm. Obviously, a healthy, sane person isn't going to get into this twisted garbage, but they prey on the damaged, broken, and vulnerable. Really disgusting. And in the case of these mistresses who are not anonymous, it's a clear indication of bigoted hatred towards men and malicious intent. Is it possible that these videos came from the sissies themselves? And another commenter, The Lone Danger, says this. Before Sissy Hypno videos started to emerge on the tube sites, I first learned about hypnosis MP3s from an online friend who shared similar interests, so I would look for the ones that sparked my interests. Eventually, I found an underground file sharing forum that had content from over a dozen different hypnodoms. This is how I learned about Sissy Hypno and the like. These women had their own websites and charged for these MP3s, usually always in the femdom nature, but we could get these from online friends sharing them for free. That's until the DOMs had the site shut down. Almost immediately following this, I started to notice these same audio recordings dubbed over accompanying videos on the tube sites. They had been taken by these same people who added their own video twist to it, as well as adding even more subliminal audio and visual content. It seemed that these makers were wannabe sissies themselves, so I was led to believe that in doing this, they were also convincing themselves through hypno that they were in fact sissies. That was my opinion anyway. Fuggery had this to say. Pardon me for being so blunt here, but I think the people here that are suggesting that these videos tagged as Sissy Hypno are some sort of conspiracy or plot by some unforeseen group to take down / break down men is absolute lunacy. These videos are there for the same reason all videos are there, because someone likes them and wants to create or share them with others who may like it. Nobody's going to be any more of a sissy after watching one than you were before. I have actually watched a few, and while they may flash or say things like sissy, etc., 95% of the visuals on it show women worshipping a man's penis and can actually put forward a stronger case of male empowerment than sissy modification. Just relax, people. What do you guys think? Do you think sissy porn is a dark, sinister conspiracy by Nazi feminists aimed to feminize men and to lower the testosterone of the population, making us more submissive, making the population easier to control? Or do you think it's a harmless subgenre for people with a submissive hypnosis fetish? I don't know. You decide.